Hello friends and welcome to Gamereactor Live. I'm Dóri and I'm here today to bring you Dungeons 2, published by Calypso, created by Realm Forge. This is what you might say is like a spiritual successor to Dungeon Keeper, which has me very excited indeed. Now, I've played like the first hour or so of the game, but I'm gonna replay it for you guys here. Maybe jump into a bit further on into the game later on in the stream. But one thing that really sells this game is not only the the dungeon side of things, which you throw your minions around with your almighty powerful hand, but also the humor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the game and I'm going to play the opening intro and mute myself while I do it, so I don't interrupt you from this wonderful cutscene. So if we just get the game up, I will boot up. Oh, this one wants to play. Why won't it start a new game? How about you do that?
The last remaining heroes of the country joined forces and
That's not it. It seems to be more difficult to start a new game than I anticipated. So yeah, we'll
and the an old
out. You would think that when it says continue game, that would be continue, and single player would just start a new one, but guess not. How annoying. Well, I guess that means we'll just continue without watching the cutscene. Oh well. So we'll jump into my save that I have from later on in the game and take it from there. Hello to everyone in the chat.
Flew through the throne room, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had.
So this is the Hand of Terror that I use to control my minions.
The evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it.
Oh yeah, this is the first stage actually.
Little snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time
taking care of it. So I call forth a little snot, which is my little grunt.
Hired one snot on the spot. The first little snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate
evil. Here I am, the ultimate evil, in my spiritual form, because I was defeated by the evil good heroes.
Such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south.
Actually, it's telling me to do this, but I like a healthy economy, so I'm going to start with making some gold first and getting another snot. Yeah, Kabuka and Chess in Dungeons 2 looks so much more interesting than the first one. I was a big fan of Dungeon Keeper, and if you're a big fan of Dungeon Keeper, I would say that you should definitely check this game out, because I'm getting all the good old nostalgia tinglings from the short amount of time that I've actually spent with the game. But where it really shines is the narrator that's narrating the game, because right now I'm not doing what the tutorial is telling me to do.
At last, the Hand of Terror marked the area to be excavated.
So yeah, as you can hear, it's telling me to mark this area to be excavated, but like I said, I have my own plans, so now it's continually rewriting the story, as in why I'm not doing that.
The ultimate evil hesitated a little. Would there be dangers lurking in the south, which it would not yet be able to defeat? It quickly dismissed this idea. After all, it was, after all, the ultimate evil.
How much
what
is
could
another
possibly
snot?
pose
It's
a threat to it out there?
100, yeah, okay.
Except
so after he drops this off,
who had banished it once
I'll make another snot, send that one to make gold, and the other one to excavate. There we go, let's make another snot. And let's get digging.
The little snot made his way to the marked position and began to dig.
Over here, do this, right now. Slap him a bit, work faster. Oh, too much slapping. get to work.
Behold, the creatures of the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought. A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall. Everything was already in place.
Nice little
Traps,
deposit of
well-filled
gold
treasury.
here.
Oh wait, treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh well, one can't expect too much of these mindless little snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created. The hand of terror swiftly marked a few small gold veins, so that the little snots
and
would
I'm getting a
excavate.
couple more
As
snots
soon
here.
as the gold vein was selected, a little snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil.
The way this works is, as you can see these here ore-filled, yeah, those are single use, but the one here with the logo on top, that's an endless deposit of gold. So what I want to do is, of course, make my, let's see here, oh, can't do that. Let's,
Once most of the gold
there we
had been
go,
mined,
now I can build.
the hand of
So I can
terror
make a
quickly
room,
created
gonna make a treasury.
on the spot, so that the precious metal could be safely stored.
A little bit more gold, give it to me, there we
The
go.
clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, little
So
snots
now
could
they'll
use
store
the
the gold
treasury to
here.
store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs. But they would require food. Liquid food.
Oh, Indian Cobra is asking if I've decided what we're doing for next Thursday stream. No! I mean, the list of games is quite extensive that we could do, but that has to go up for a vote, which one of the editorial favorites we're going to tackle next. We've actually been pondering around with the idea of continuing with Sophia's stream of Oblivion, continue where we left off and do like a Let's Play series on that. So if you guys are up for that, I'm going to do that. Now, dig out and clear area, hit a little snot. I already did that. Yes. Faster, faster,
with a
faster.
friendly but not at all gentle slap. There was now an area cleared for the brewery.
So now I can actually make a production
finger snaps
facility,
and
make a
terror,
brewery.
rules
Very
were
important for the orcs to always have
But the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper.
always
With a sigh of resignation,
enough ale
the
on hand.
overworked evil set about taking care of that too. The hard-working evil
Create beer.
effortlessly built
Now.
a brewing copper so that
Oh,
delicious
there's already
beer
one
could be
running
brewed as
to do
soon
that.
as
Okay.
possible. One of the little snots started working on the
Actually, I'm going to
The
expand it
nostalgic
so I
evil
have
banished all thoughts of Oktoberfest and
more
brass
space
bands. Those would
to
have
store
wait.
my beer reserves.
More important tasks had to be completed first. Both beer and gold were now available in the dungeon. So it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the ultimate evil. The rest of the horde
Why
was
can't
scattered
they-
to the winds.
Okay. And then fill this up as a brewery. Now there should be plenty of space to store my ale. And now I should hire some orcs. I want 5 orcs. Give me. Gold is coming along nicely. Oh, I should actually turn this into a treasury as well, so they don't have to run around all the time. Oh, I have gold here as well. Make it so. And Newcomer's asking in regards to Thursday stream, Demon Souls or Dark Souls. Here's the thing: I never really played those games. They don't really fall into my niche, but maybe if we get Philip on for a Thursday stream, we can convince him to revisit one of those old favorites. Where are my orcs? Did I order orcs? Did I? Oh. Oops.
Orcs were defensive close combat specialists, capable of dealing with many opponents.
I think I ordered
However, they were
too many
very
little snots.
vulnerable to ranged attacks. The dungeon of the expansion mad evil grew and prospered, but unfortunately,
Which
it
means
reached the maximum
I need
possible
to,
population it could currently manage.
make
Our
more
creatures
space.
had to be thrown into the bottomless pit before any others could be brought in. The creature disappeared into the pit of uselessness
Orc.
with a long drawn and gradually diminishing. This particular act of wickedness brought a smile to the face of the ultimate evil. Payday!
Get rid of you.
An eerie
Need a
gong
couple
rang
more.
through the hall. It did not bode well for the ultimate evil's treasury stocks, for at each sounding of the gong, the creatures would collect their undeserved wages. However, there was little it could do about this, as it was chained to the throne. Thus, it had to give free rein to its servants' desires, for the time being at least.
Oh. Where my orcs at? Oh, I need to get rid of more snots. In goes the snot, out comes an orc.
Suddenly, one of the repellent evil's servants became very thirsty. This was typical of a troop member of the unanonymous alcoholics known as the Horde. The Dipso made his way to the nearest brewery to quench his thirst. A thirsty orc arrived at the brewery. Eager and staggering, he started demolishing the alcohol-hoarding evil's stock of beer.
People are suggesting Nintendo games. I'm working on a hardware solution to get that on stream.
The creatures of the ultimate evil suddenly developed a craving for chocolate.
I need chocolate. I need to get rid of one more now, I think. Wait, I have... should have room for one more. Why can't I buy an orc? Alright, we'll just throw them into the pit until it lets me buy one.
One louse-infested orc crawled up from the depths and declared allegiance
But I only
to the
have
ultimate evil. The first
10,
step
but it
towards
says I have
the
50.
creation of a powerful army had been taken. The profound evil had had enough of dungeon sightseeing and now wanted to move to the surface to try a dish that is best served cold.
I'll go south.
Some Alliance members were bound to be guarding the entrance to the overworld, a fine appetizer for a vengeful evil. Payday! The nameless evil's creatures came upon a spider's nest during their search for an entrance to the overworld. It would take more than one orc to smoke that out. The abysmal evil used the Hand of Terror to grab several of the creatures that were still completely inexperienced at fighting, and threw them onto the spider's nest.
There we go. Ambush motherfuckers. Take care of one spider problem, please.
A strange odor spread through the ultimate evil's The spiders dropped like flies. The strategically well-versed evil patted itself on the back, proud that it had led its troops into battle with such aplomb. And by led, I just simply mean chucking them at the enemy. The basics of a dungeon.
And you go for section is this game on Steam. Indeed it is. It was out last week, I believe, on Steam.
And the treasury was also anything but impressive in size. Quickly, the expansion-hungry evil set out to enlarge its dungeon.
Jonathan is asking, so does the portal work both as a portal for new creatures and a dungeon hearth, or is the hearth the throne room? So it works both as a portal for new creatures and to get rid of them, and yeah, this is the hearth, the throne room itself. I think if this...
The evil has awoken.
Yeah, it just selects as the throne room, so that's the one that you need to defend.
Huh? What on earth was that?
Not just specifically this thing.
Weirdo. No matter. We'd better get back to concentrating on the dungeon.
Moving too slow. Get in there. Yeah, Kabuka, the Stanley Parable narrator made me a lot more interested in this game now. Exactly, it really gives the game an extra
Huge
oomph.
monstrosity loomed out of the darkness on 8 legs. This dungeon's human guards had been ancient history for a long while.
So we're
spider.
gonna collect all my orcs.
Would Sam and Frodo escape it and continue their journey to Mount Doom, or was this the end of the ring bearer? Hang on a minute, that's not the right.
Lines like that from the narrator is what makes
Yes,
the
a
game
huge
extra fun.
spider, henceforth called the
Oh, I just
Spider.
accidentally read a passage from the Lord
It
of
would
the
be
Rings.
necessary to eliminate the Spider Queen before the Horde could reach the surface. The Spider Queen sent forth a wave of her children. Of course, the ultimate evil was fully aware of this danger and immediately prepared to defend itself against them. At least.
Oh, the achievements question. Actually,
Payday.
I haven't really checked the achievements. 25 achievements. I've gotten a couple. But, Primeval has died at least once on the first map. That one's easy to get. You just...
The vile perversion, once called the Spider Queen, had
Yeah.
nothing more with which she could fight the Horde. Later,
Nothing
the
seems to
sensitive
be
evil would
terribly,
have her innards made
complex.
into a lava lamp. The way to the surface was open. Now it was time to put those vengeance plans into practice.
The exclamation marks that I
vile evil
add.
wanted to take this opportunity
I'm not
to utter a
adding any
really sinister
exclamation
lie.
marks. If you mean the ones on the side, that's the
Physical
tutorial.
state made this unviable. Instead, it
But
asked
if I
the
slap
narrator
them
to do a bit of
around, it
sinister
makes them work
laughter
faster.
on its behalf. Oh well, here goes. Deep breath.
So yeah, that was the first map, easy peasy. Let's jump a bit ahead into the Swamplands. This is a map that I haven't played before, so it should be interesting. Got a couple more selections and stuff. Now we can make traps and all that fun stuff.
King Robert was defeated, but there were more heroes whose life
Over is
the
shooting a
ultimately
question to me
vindictive
personally.
evil was after. Here in the Swamplands, the demigod Krotos was just leading the Alliance's troops against feral Naga clans. They had retreated
Who is Troy Baker
after
voicing in the game?
collapse of the Dark Army. It would seem sensible to first strike an alliance with these Nagas before the impatient evil squared up against Krotos.
Okay, let's get to work here. I haven't seen any of this before. Okay. Start by working this out. Then we need this taken care of. I'm gonna turn this into my first treasury, they call it in this game. Okay, the question for over. Steam and Rockstar are banning people who are using mods in GTA 5 on PC. What do you think of that? Well, kind of depends. If it's mods for the single player, then that's atrocious. But if it's mods in online, I can kind of get that. But that should be clearly separated so that you can use any mod that you like in single player and have all the fun you want there, and then in online it should be vanilla. Yeah, as Kabuka is saying, the problem is you can use the mods online. But it should be some sort of detection if you're using the mod in online mode, then you should be able to get banned. But maybe not banned, but some sort of like cool off period. Put on the naughty bench for a bit. Jonathan is asking, how does the territory work in this game? What limits where you can build and place your creatures? I mean, I haven't seen any practical limitations yet, except for, well, land space. But the thing is, right now I'm in my dungeon down here, and then actually, can you move my picture on the stream just a little bit to the side? So, because there's a window here that is going to be necessary to, yeah, that will. Actually, no, that's too much. We can just put it here. Thank you. Because here is a map of the overworld. As you can see, here's where the portal leads, and then when I'm here in the overworld, I take direct control over my creatures. Down in the dungeon, I'm just giving them orders, go and do this. Like, I can't click on them and say, do exactly this. You can say, this is a priority, work on this. But, oh yeah, I should actually turn this into a treasury here.
The gold-greedy evil built the first underground treasury, thus laying the foundations for insane amounts of hoarded treasure.
And take care of this, another treasure over there. But yeah, I mean, the limitations is land space. When I run out of space down here, that's it. However, then up here, I can run around, take direct control over my minions and battle it out. And then actually I can go into other caves. For example, in the previous map there was a goblin cave where I went in and had to do some diplomacy by, you know, hitting the goblin chieftain upside the head a couple of times so he would work with me. Actually, I can see already that this should also be a treasury. I need to build.
The Alliance had discovered the presence of the ultimate evil. This had nothing to do with a tip-off from a certain narrator who wanted to increase the tension. It was pure coincidence. The good people responded, as you might expect.
Let me see. Where do I want to put my brewery? Let's just put it right in here. So that'll be our brewery when they've done excavating that. Ah, yes. Jonathan has reiterated his question. I meant more like what happens if you play against other players in the Dungeon Keeper games. You had to claim the area before you could build. That's the thing. I haven't been able to play multiplayer yet. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the stream and we'll find out. But I've only played the single-player part so far. As I said, I only got my hands on the game earlier today.
Heroes have entered your dungeon.
So, oh, there are heroes in my dungeon. Where are they? I better make some orcs, and I better make them quick. I've been lollygagging. Let's slow them down, hopefully.
It's payday.
Kabuka is asking, Dóri, are you going to E3? I am indeed going to E3. So that's my 4th or 5th year in a row. So that's going to be awesome. pretty excited for that. What games are you most excited, guys, about seeing at E3? I'm crossing my fingers for some, well, unveils that are, of course, unofficial yet. And I haven't heard anything about. But like I said, crossing my fingers for a couple of games that I want to see. Yes, and I can build my brewery.
The first brewery was built underground. Later, orcs and goblins would get obscenely drunk there, and then meander through the dungeons, slurring their words and singing lewd songs.
Yes, go make beer and make it quick. Slap 'em. I wonder what's up here. But I also want to make my Tinkerer's Cave, my research facility. Okay, I should make that just about here. And I'm up to, I can get some more snots, and oh yeah, I need to upgrade my Tinkerer's Cave before I can hire goblins. Oh, I'll get on that soon. Wonder what this is and what I can use it for. We'll see soon. As I said, this is only like the fourth match or so still kind of in the tutorial mode. Is it just me or is the game laggy? It's not laggy for me at all here. It may be stream then. But for me the game is running super smooth.
Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined. A Tinkerer's Cave had been built.
Nice.
Soon traps and doors in the dungeon would make any would-be hero's
Got a couple
life
of goblins
more
there. Research.
Payday. Your throne room
Create
is
a
under
mat.
attack.
I'll start with that. And I also want to improve rooms. Oh, I need more toolboxes. Traps. Let's research some traps. Not enough toolboxes. We need toolboxes. Goblins, get on it.
Pleased Evil's hard-working goblins had made plans for a new room, a guard room. There, creatures could patrol and keep a lookout for heroes. Immediately, the ultimate evil got down to having this room researched.
Yeah, I need to research. Where's the research? Ah, there we go. Not enough toolboxes, not enough toolboxes. We need more toolboxes. Come on. Actually, maybe if I just build another creator mat. Like right around here maybe? Get another goblin on that. There's another goblin. Oh, I only have one goblin. I thought there were 3 that came out of that cave there. Okay. Oops. What I wanted to do was... can't improve my Tinkerer's Cave. So I'll start with the hospital.
100 years later, the dungeon of outdated evil was discovered by other baddies. Following careful investigation, they came upon the single reason why this dungeon had failed. There was no guard room.
Oh, I love
Maybe
an
you should
error.
work towards preventing this future becoming reality.
Oh, some sort of hardened metal here that I can't get through. That's too bad. I had plans for this place.
It's payday.
Everybody's off to get paid. But yeah, I really need a hospital because, for example, my goblin here is not doing so hot. Still being researched. There's an event here. Ah, just some guards walking around. I'll get to them soon. Wait, isn't the hospital ready? No. Just a sliver left. There we go.
A hospital had been built. From now on, wounded monsters could be cured there.
Get some beds in here. Oh, I'm almost out of gold. Let's get some more gold diggers.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
And we have some enemies. Where are my orcs at? Take care of it. Another guy healing up here. Oh yeah, it's my goblin. Actually, let's get another goblin. Get to work. This fight is not for you.
Out there, the swamplands look bleak and unfriendly. Not an area Charlie would serve in.
Let's turn this into a treasure as well, so it doesn't have to carry as far. Hey, drop it here.
Payday.
And now we should be able to get some research, some traps actually. Start the tar pit. Not enough gold. Need 500 gold, okay. And I guess I'd better build a guard room soon, so the narrator stops howling at me. Let's make this a bit bigger. Would research the next trap, but it's about to be payday and I don't want to be left without gold when the orcs come to the treasury. So we'll wait a bit with that. Faster. You should maybe rest. Get your health back. The treasure, a thrasher rather. We can turn this room now into a guard room. Where's the... Oh, I need to research it first. Ah, damn it. We'll do that. These orcs are in the way. Stay here. Heroes are on the way soon.
The fingers of a goblin devoted to the unspeakably evil impatiently tapped on the workbench. He was still awaiting orders to begin researching the guard room. Of course, he did it behind the lame evil track, as, after all, he didn't want the hand of terror to torture him in a most unpleasant way.
Hey. Okay, I'm running off, getting paid instead of working.
There are enemies in your... The guard room was researched and ready for construction. Creatures that were thrown there by the hand of terror would keep watch and be especially vigilant for intruders. They were able to alert other creatures near the guard room and summon them for reinforcement as well.
Maybe it would have been smart to put the guard room closer to the front lines. I'll make another one. Height. So, tar pit right here. And the thrasher needs 4 toolboxes. How many toolboxes do I have? 5 minus 3. Okay. Interesting. No, cancel. Can't cancel. God damn it. Oh, I need 2 population points for the orc. Okay. Maybe put a guard room here instead. Nothing to build in there. Stay. You're a guard now. Ah, that works. You're also a guard.
It's payday.
Guess what? Also a guard. And those are the 3 orcs that I have. Should have enough boxes for thrasher. Put that right here. I don't know what this is and how do I get money from it. But yeah, explore the swamplands is what we're supposed to do. So I guess it's time to do that. Let's get rid of 2 of these, build myself an orc. And off you go.
The exploration Keen Evil sent its troops to the surface for the first time. The swamplands spread out before
And now I take direct
the next
control
step was
over
to
my
either
orcs.
find the Nagas and recruit them, or be massacred by the army of the Alliance. It was a difficult decision.
Come on, my orcs. Ha ha ha. And as they are defeated, the landscape turns to evil.
In the distance, the ultimate evil's creatures could see a massive stone building. A Naga temple?
These are heroes headed for my
There was an entrance to it in the
dungeon.
north. The Horde set out in that
And we'll
direction.
never make it that far. And moving on down. Gotta get rid of all this happiness and goodness in the world.
The creatures of a suspiciously suicidal evil made their way towards a treacherous ambush. At the last minute, however, they changed apologies. I thought that the Horde would take a different path, because there is an ambush awaiting them here. But obviously, that doesn't seem to be bothering someone at all.
Okay, I'm getting a strong hint from the narrator here that this is not the path that I want to take. So, guess I'll move back.
Payday!
There is no other way to go. This is not a cave. Huh? So we're going down anyway. Let's send one to start to begin with. No, only one.
Apologies. I thought that the Horde would take a different path, because there is an ambush awaiting them here. But obviously, that doesn't seem to be bothering someone at all.
Yeah, this is not a smart way to go. Thankfully I got the regeneration token in there. Back into the dungeon you go. I have a fair bit of coin now. A lot of boxes. Get a faster healing and a better treasury. Let's get some more beds in here. Make this look like a proper hospital. There's no other path here, but maybe this is what he's talking about. Back. See, build everything that there is to build. Maybe I'm just being dumb.
Payday!
send an orc back and oh, let's get some friends. There must be another way through the swamplands. Mana. I want some of that. Oh! Of course there's another way. Dum 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 dum.
The army of the ultimate evil could view the temple from the top of the hill, and it did indeed not look good for the Nagas. The nauseatingly good hero Krotos personally led the alliance into battle and was forcing the snake creatures to retreat. Only his death would deliver the temple back into the hands of evil. Well, that could be good. The troops of the ultimate evil stumbled upon a patrol of the alliance that had caught some Nagas. Of course, they immediately set about wiping out the much-hated heroes. Oh, and by the way, you could, of course, also set those Nagas free.
Okay.
The last fighter in the patrol
Time
was
to make some
defeated.
friends.
Creatures of the Horde cheered. Oh, yes, and set the Naga free as well. They were overjoyed to join the ultimate evil. The eager for new units evil sent his creatures further towards where it expected the Naga camp to be. The Nagas kept up their fight to free their unholy temple from the Alliance. If the ultimate evil was to help them win it back, then their support would be guaranteed. Since that fitted perfectly with the planned revenge on Krotos, it was the ideal solution.
Stay a little bit back, Mecha Queen.
The approaching horde startled a few animals. Dinner.
This isn't going
It's
too well.
payday.
Oh. Okay. Autosave. Man, these are some tough bears. Ah.
The horde defeated the bears with ease and stocked up on bear meat. However, as bear meat is not actually a resource in the game, this was utterly irrelevant.
What? It won't allow me to because the Naga Queen counts as a population point. Oh well. That's unfortunate. Can't you like revive them or something? Nope.
A small group of Alliance troops had gathered here. The presence of the Nagas ensured that the all-seeing evil could see even the cloaked youths.
Come on. Keep them alive.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
So I have enemies in the dungeon. I don't have any orcs. Keep them in the trap.
Payday.
I'll bring a goblin with me. Find the Naga village. Probably, yeah, it's down here. So I just need to get through. Pick that up, please. Pick it up. And onwards. Take out that. Why are you so slow? And Mogdor knows where to hit. Ah, nice. So higher chance of critical hits. That's always nice. Wait, did they killed my? Oh, they killed my goblin. Guess they're not really made for fighting. Let's find that Naga camp.
At last, the Horde reached the Naga's camp. They were not able to offer the ultimate evil much help. However, they spoke of an artifact that was hidden deep down in the mountain. It would make defeating the Alliance a piece of cake. The Nagas opened a portal to the artifact using their ancient magic. The insidious evil debated briefly whether it was worth the risk. Finally, however, it decided it was only a question of its creatures' lives, and of course, the ultimate evil didn't give a toss about them. The Horde had passed through the Naga portal and found themselves in an old altar chamber, in the center of which lay a very ancient-looking object. This had to be the artifact. Some creatures appeared to be guarding it.
I don't like the looks of this, and I can't build in here at all, can I? No.
Payday.
Wait. Didn't I have 2 orcs? Oh, there we go. Yeah, take care of them.
I don't believe it. Is there really still a guard at the artifact? My goodness, my grandma would have finished the whole game by now. Move your butt, do something.
Oh. Oh, I can actually... Only 1 population point, maybe... This goblin isn't doing anything, so... I need another orc. That's what I need. Oh yeah, this is filled with
Heroes
boxes.
have entered your dungeon.
Time to set up some more traps.
A teensy-weensy hint. These artifact guards are preventing you from continuing. Get rid of them.
Oh snap.
Once the artifact guards were eliminated, the artifact began to glow. It almost seemed to be waiting to be picked up. It looked as if the artifact would fit perfectly into the mysterious altar base that lay deep within the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Maybe it would be a good idea to place it there.
This little guy is just deactivating my traps.
The throne room, the artifact had still not been placed into the base provided for it. The ultimate evil immediately grabbed it with a hand of terror to remedy this state of affairs.
An intended base.
Payday.
Where's the intended base? Ah, my throne room. Okay.
I don't think you've quite got the hang of it yet, have you? You have to take that artifact thingy and put it onto the damn socket. Got that? It's not hard. Click, move mouse, click again. Dead easy.
Where's the socket though? Am I blind or what? I can't take it out there.
The artifact had still not been placed into the base provided for it. The ultimate evil immediately grabbed it with a hand of terror to remedy this state of affairs.
This is hilarious. Why can't I find the base? Is it this one? Oh, looks like it. No?
I don't think you've quite got the hang of it yet, have you? You have to take that artifact thingy and put it onto the damn socket. Got that? It's not hard. Click, move mouse, click again. Dead easy.
Tell me where the damn socket is then. There it is. That's what that is. Finally.
The artifact was currently
Wow, that took a
lifeless.
while.
It needed some magic. The next task for the expanding evil creatures was to expose some mana crystals. This mana would be necessary to charge the artifact up. Wait a moment, that's already been done. Well, looks like someone was trying to become the teacher's pet. Nerd. But a mana crystal on its own was really of no value to the ultimate evil. It would take a crystal chamber to make this valuable asset usable. A room was quickly installed under the crystal. The crystal chamber shone with the brilliance of a freshly painted room. To exploit this effectively, the success
I need to send
enabling
these
evil
guys
was
back
now
home
able
so
to
I can
recruit
get some
Nagas.
gold.
At this exact moment, the clan conveniently placed some of these snake-like beings at its disposal.
through there. See on the other side. Build another work. Guard duty.
Apparently, it had not escaped the notice of the Alliance's magicians that something disturbing was going on in the underground. So they decided to mount powerful attacks on the dungeon. But the ultimate evil had been warned. That's what I'm doing right now, by the way. And created such a formidable defense that it would have brought tears to the eyes of any tower defense player.
Actually, should be able to make some
There are enemies in
other
your
traps. Some doors.
A cry for help from a few Nagas trapped in a very remote area reached the ultimate evil while it was defending the dungeon. Maybe they could be saved by using a spell, which was ready to be unlocked in the crystal chamber. But surely, the artifact builds itself up.
Nice. Finish making my traps.
It's payday.
There we go. Heal the queen.
The wave-by-wave tactics of the Alliance had so far proven unsuccessful. So, a strategic genius had decided to open up a second entrance to the underground in order to send, well, wave after wave of units into the dungeon.
Ah, god damn it.
Creatures of the unstoppable evil continued work on filling the artifact with magic. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
No, I want to make a spell. Get a horde, panic retreat, for the horde, and lightning bolt. Oh, okay.
Protect the artifact.
Get into the fight.
Heroes have entered your dungeon.
Learn the panic retreat spell. Thought I had that. There we go.
Heroes have entered your dungeon.
Come on.
The artifact was almost bursting with energy. It was now producing mana independently and ready to stand by the ultimate evil's side in the battle for the temple. It also gave the ultimate evil access to a few more magic spells. Now it was time to take the temple and destroy Krotos. The ultimate evil gathered all the troops together to attack in one devastating wave.
Can't I use one of these? No.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Guess that's
Enemies have
still being
entered the dungeon.
researched.
Just so that we understand each other correctly, you are meant to attack Krotos and finish him off now. One great final battle and all that. All clear? Then off you go. Payday.
Oh. Why doesn't that research finish on the panic retreat? I don't get it. Oh, it's still 1/4 of the way left. Come on, faster, faster, faster.
The ultimate evil had learned a spell. This would enable the Nagas to be rescued. It immediately set about doing so. The spell ensured the Nagas' safe passage into the dungeon of the ultimate evil. Excellent work. It was now time to fight Krotos. After a long pause, the unspeakable evil positioned its army and went into battle against him.
Pick up all my orcs here. Time to go to war.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Where? take care of those first. And then we go. There are more orcs laying about. Here. Pick up all my warriors. Take these guys with me. Yeah. War.
The unspeakable evil's creatures approached the Alliance's camp. An impressive dam towered into the sky in the background. However, this path led to absolutely no. It was time to face Krotos in combat. The ultimate evil positioned its army and went into battle. The ultimate evil, or more precisely its creatures, destroyed the Alliance's camp with the greatest of ease. It considered having a luxury hotel for stressed dungeon managers built there.
Okay, that camp is gone. Time to move on back. Man, this map is actually taking quite a long time. Get down here and then attack. You guys are not doing anything. You're going to... You're not doing anything. Bam! Into the battle you go. Well, this one's dead, so he needs to be patched up. We're just waiting on those three, and then we pounce. Just make quick work of Krotos. Actually, it'll just be reinforcements. We're going in. No time like a present. Banzai!
Together with its Naga allies, the army of the ultimate evil stormed the Naga temple. The battle began. It's payday.
Taking out all the minions first. And then for Krotos. A little bit of this. Oh snap. for the horde. I want to have the final hit. There we go.
It wouldn't be long before Krotos was defeated. Just a few more blows and he would fall. Hey, wait! What do you think you're doing? Come back, you coward! I mean, seeing that defeat was inevitable, Krotos opted for a strategic retreat, leaving the temple in the ultimate evil's power. Gathered evilness then burst the nearby dam, and the Alliance's camp disappeared under waves of water with a very satisfactory gurgling sound. Despite the soggy end to the Alliance, the ultimate evil was livid. It had just been robbed of a delicious revenge. But, if I may be so bold, that was yet to come. I saw it in the script.
Saw it in the script. So, that was, what, 1.5 hours, and that was one level. So, let's actually go back to main menu and see if I can actually play some multiplayer. Probably gonna get stomped. Which faction do I want to be? Let's put it on random. See if anybody else is playing. Gonna see if Martin from Gamereactor Germany is online, and then challenge him to a duel. Doesn't seem to be a lot of players online. What the hell? There we go. Doesn't seem to be online. Nope. And the quick match is not really working. Let's see if we can join game. Nope. That's too bad. Doesn't seem to be a lot of people playing it online right now. And no answer from Martin, so we'll go back to single player. Maybe if he answers, I'll jump back. Oh, we can actually play skirmish as well instead of just the campaign. Nice, we're gonna do that then. Seven Hills, the first town. I'm gonna be demons, blue. Let's start with a little bit more gold than normally. Let's try that. Okay. Get all this harvested right meow. Oh, gold deposit right there, nice. Minions and then a mistress. I'll make a big reserve right here. Put in my couple of. Actually, what is it with the demons? The production facilities. It's Shadow Chamber, Spider's Den, and Hellforge. Ooh. Okay. Hey you. Oh god, here please. Let's step on it. Where they're going to be coming in. More minions to do my bidding. Actually, let's get one more. You over here. I need this built first.
Payday.
Ooh. Wait, this is connected. Okay. So gotta take a look at these guys pretty soon. Now, production facilities. Okay, mana. And spider stands where demons resource new rooms. I want that here. I need the lava.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Okay, enemies in my dungeon. It's no good. I made fast meat out of that.
It's payday.
Hot damn. This might be a
Your
quick
throne room
match.
is under attack.
Come on. Infernals.
Your throne room is under attack.
Jesus.
Your throne room is under attack.
I could have prepared better for this, for sure. So that's how they heal, get cheered. Funny.
It's payday.
Where are all these people? One, two. Okay. Oh, that's basically just a dead body. Fix her up.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
That's what I was afraid of. I'm not ready for another attack yet. Not even close. Who do I need to work the spiders then? I need... one of these, I think. Make it so. You know what? Get out of here.
Payday.
You. Not you. Get health. Kind of disorientating, having just figured out what the units do on the, well, the evil side, the orc side. Kind of now trying to learn the appropriate units on the demon side. I have plenty of cash, that's not the problem. Insufficient spider eggs. Yeah, I need one of those spider people. So, I'm sorry, but you're out. Need a shadow lurker. Hey, are you praying or are you working? Okay, mana is now being produced. Still nothing's happening over here. What is the unit that I need?
Apologies, but a narrator has got to earn a living too. So we interrupt this
Oh,
game
no, the
for a
narrator
short
popped in.
commercial message. Buy games from Calypso. Lots of games. Thank you. End of
Popped
commercial.
in with a commercial.
Heroes have entered your dungeon.
Take care of them. Still can't figure out why nothing's happening over here. Or do I increase? Ah, there we go. I need a larva. No, I have a larva. Somebody needs to smack it around. Can't you work in there? Son of a bitch.
It's payday.
Ah, this is starting to get painful. How the hell? Just looking through the characters that I can actually create. Okay, let's get rid of a couple of these. Need one of these for the Hellforge. And then the Shadow Chamber mining mana, which is here, okay? And then I need infested. That's what I need. Assassins, fire demons. Well, that only needs one population point, so I'm gonna get rid of one
Heroes have
servant
entered
here
your dungeon.
and create infested mistresses to the front. Fight. Enough health. Time to fight.
It's payday.
Where did my infected go? Infested. Ah, there he is. Finally, something's happening here now. Oh, and we're almost out of time. I got 2 spider eggs. Let's see what I can make. 2 rooms, production facilities. No, I don't want no new doors. I want traps. That's what I want. Let's make a spider web. What do we have here? Plus demons. Already have higher crit. So let's get increase the hit points since they are my main point of defense right now. Mana, so I should be able to learn some spells now.
Payday.
Ah, I want a fireball. Ooh, almost drowned myself. What are you doing there? Get back to work. I mean, we're almost out of time, so what I'm kind of afraid of if I go and check out that other room there, that that might start an incursion, but let's see. Since we're almost out of time anyway. Oh shit.
Heroes have entered your dungeon.
Yep. Yeah, that was... That might be the end of my my dungeon right here. Yeah. I poked the bear, and the bear is fighting back.
Your throne room is under attack.
Yep. That was a mistake. I kind of knew that it was going to be a mistake, but I wanted to see what would happen. And let's see if my clock here is correct. Actually, do we have, what, 12 minutes left? Oh, my time here is wrong. Well, let's pop back into the single player mode. And back campaign. Let's start on this one. Occupy Wall Street. I love the humor in this game. Although Kratos managed to escape, the Horde continued on a glorious, triumphant march. Now the time has come to set an example. A deed of particularly heinous evilness would inspire the creatures of the Horde to greater things. To this purpose, the Horde moved deeply into the wealthy... this text is too long. We're gonna kill things.
The Horde had grown impressively. Many goblins and nagas had joined the military evil's army, but evil was still not satisfied. To evolve any further, a particularly vile act would be needed. There was an enchanting fairy-like being in these lands, whose goodness oozed out through its every pore. The death of the unicorn would inspire the Horde to even greater deeds. Moreover, its head would look...
We're gonna murder a unicorn.
However, this creature was not only strong, but it possessed an inner magic that could becalm even the most vicious orc and make it change allegiance. Help would be required in order to ensure the Horde wasn't transformed into a pathetic heap of flower-gathering hippies.
Okay. Oh, we already have some stuff. Make this a bit bigger. We need a naga, and we actually need a goblin as well, so we need a tinkerer's cave first in order to build that. Oh, okay. Right at our doorstep.
Rumor had it there was an ancient cave here, once inhabited by orcs. Perhaps the ultimate evil would find some answers there.
Get some more snots to help me out. A couple of orcs. As well. We have a working brewery. Now I got a decent sized treasury. Although, yeah, we're gonna clear all this out as well. And a hospital with a couple of beds. Nice.
Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined.
Oh, yes. Actually going to build...
Just realized I skipped a paragraph, sorry. There were 3 upwardly mobile Alliance cities in the vicinity.
Wait, where's my card room?
Previously, these
Oh, I
had
need
been
to research
industrial
that.
centers
Yeah,
with
yeah,
well-regulated trades. However, in recent years, the banking industry had grown exponentially, and so now all the inhabitants worked for the banking sector. These cities have been networked together via a well-guarded road system, colloquially referred to as Wall Street. Is this really relevant? I don't think so.
Little snots. Snuffle, Snorsy, and Snark. Love that they each get names. Hey, Why aren't you working in here? Produce mana for me now. We're full already? Let's make this one a bit bigger. Almost cleared out. Nice big Tinkerer's Cave. Don't have enough gold for the next thing, but let's...
Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined the ultimate evil.
Oh, nice.
Royal Aid had reached one of the threatened banks in the shape of a gold-laden donkey. A well-functioning financial bubble like that would always be a law not just to bankers, but to heroes as well, looking for somewhere to store the proceeds of their last forays. Once this was done, they marched straight for the nearest dungeon. Unfortunately, that belonged to the ultimate evil, and as dungeons go, would prove a very hard nut to crack. The ultimate evil would not permit any further gold transports to reach a bank in distress. This was in order to prevent the emergence of any more heroes. Greedy people were challenging the mean evil's use of space underground. They would soon learn, in an extremely painful manner, that the evil simply wasn't interested in sharing.
So take these out.
The last worker had been expelled from the gold mine. This underground area was now held firmly in the iron grip of the ultimate evil. Well, in the hand of terrors, actually, as evil wasn't so hot at moving around.
Hey guys. I know we want to get paid, but it's fighting time. Get some goblins into work here. Research some traps or something. I want to set up a card room. I'm gonna do it now.
Payday.
Damn it. Everybody needs to get paid. Blam. Still gonna take a while. And we want me to stop the caravan. I don't think I'm gonna make that. It's in 40 seconds. Yeah, let's give it a go. Got one more work.
Once again, a gold transport was required.
What does the fox
Somewhere
say?
in the underground, a cheerful hi-ho,
that's
hi-ho could be heard. Obviously, there were dwarves living there. The ultimate evil went in search of them.
Oh shit, left my healer out to dry. I took it out.
The Horde was preparing to attack one of the cities, but the reluctant evil did not feel quite strong enough. The next task was to take care of the unicorn, as this evil deed would help to strengthen its army. The entrance to the old orc cave was in this area of the overworld. The ultimate evil instructed its creatures to enter it. They were to look for something useful to fight the unicorn.
Okay, let's jump into another cave.
The creatures of the ultimate evil entered the Orc Cave, referred to as DF9 with trepidation. Due to the greed of its owners, this ambitious building project had never quite been finished. However, there was bound to be something here that would prove useful in defeating the unicorn. At least, that's what the strategy guide kept saying.
Hey, healer, shoot up, heal.
Payday. Another bank had been rescued by lavish government bonds.
Keep on exploring.
That Orc Cave had still not been investigated by the creatures of the ultimate evil. It was clear that something important that needed to be found was hidden there.
Can't resurrect. Wasn't expecting that to blow up, but it did.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Your throne room is under attack.
Shit, I left my throne room unguarded. This could be another quick end. As the stream should be over now. Yes, I believe I'll just leave it there with me in trouble yet again because I left my throne room unguarded. Yeah, this has been Dungeons 2. Some might say a spiritual successor to Dungeon Keeper. I would kind of agree. Wonderful narrator that just brings the game up a level. And yeah, the classic Dungeon Keeper mechanics of controlling your minions. I really like it, and I'm going to be playing this quite extensively, I think. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for everybody in the chat, and thank you for watching. And I will see you tomorrow, where me and Jonas Mackie will renew our rivalry. And this time we'll be playing Mortal Kombat X, playing some new DLC characters, Jason Voorhees, and we'll be getting it on. Hopefully I can put up a better fight this time around. So I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you on the flip side.